Well, hey everybody, this is Clint with Intelligence Mod, and this is a video I've been thinking about doing for a little while, and I especially thought it'd be a good idea after I had to show Ted actually had to do this on his own for his own D&D games. I'm going to show you guys how I actually make all of my player tokens and any other tokens I really would want in for D&D, or really any other miniature gaming, because we use Roll20. And for an example of one, I'm talking about making these kinds of tokens here. So this one's actually pulled just directly from Roll20, and I'm going to just make a kind of facsimile of it, just of my own version. So this is Inkscape. This is the vector editor that I use for doing all of the thumbnails, a lot of the random different art and other stupid crap I do for the channel, and it's super helpful. It's basically, think of it like just slapping stickers on stuff. So tokens are 250 by 250 pixels. So the first thing you're going to want to do is when you open up Inkscape, and I will link the website so you can actually download it, is you're going to want to go out to File, and then Document Properties. And this is going to open it up on a completely different page and not actually show it, which is super fun, but there'll be a section near the middle called Custom Size that you will type on in, and as you can see, my screen is changing. And then you also want to make sure you actually set it to or you set it to pixels. There's like 6 different versions of measurements that they use. There we go. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. So first thing we're going to do is, well, we want to make circles, so we're going to make a couple circles here. So these are wildly the wrong size and all that jazz. So I'm going to make them be 250 by 250. Now to do that, I have shortcuts here for like transforming and aligning and exporting and all that jazz. But to do that, you're going to want to go to Object, and then down here. Oh, does that not actually show it? Okay. Quick little thing for the fact of when I click on things, the drop menus apparently aren't coming down. So to get to transform, you're going to go to Object, and it's down at the bottom for transform, and this kind of thing will come up. So you're going to click on your object that you want to make the same size, hitting the drop down button, making sure it says pixels, and then set it to 250, 250, and then click apply. And now it's the correct size. And then you can do it again for this other one. So I will then make this a different color so that I can do with what I want. So then for align, you're going to want to then align and distribute, which is, again, you go to Object, then align and distribute. I know you can't see the drop downs, and I apologize for that. That is just a really annoying thing. You'll get something that looks like this, and when you choose something, you'll have a other drop down menu here that'll show last selected, first selected, and I have mine set to page, and then you'll, boom, set it in the center, and then again, get those both. So what I'm going to do is then zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller, and then keep aligning it and distributing until I get generally a border kind of similar to maybe this. Maybe you want the no border, maybe you want a border or something like that. That doesn't matter. It's all good. So I generally get the border I like, and then I can, and then you can, click on, if it'll work with me, click on that, and we can make it a different color. So we can make it gray. We can do that. Then this is going to be our hole punch. So I'm going to control copy and then control paste, because it's always nice to have another one. And we're going to find a picture of a mighty hero, some cool thing, just some super awesome image that you want to use for your token. Now it could be a full-sized monster shot, or it could be something more like a portrait type, more of a, from the waist up, or it could be just, just a portrait. So I had something in mind here. If I'm going to scroll over and be, nope, I'm going to completely miss where it is. We're going to use this picture of me. Oh, I was so young. So I'm going to drag it down so it's at least the correct size, at least similar to the correct size, so to work with it. So what I'll do is I'll resize the picture how I want, and make sure that your little hole punch is on the top, and then you'll come down here. Oh, and if your little circle is not on top, there's little switches up here that will change the layer it is on. If you do that, Or if you click on all the way to the bottom, it ends up on the bottom. This one puts it all the way to the top, and these are stepping it up and down through the layers. So it's on top. But can't really see very well what's behind it. It's kind of guesswork. So down here in the bottom is your opacity. And I like to set mine to about 75. So you can generally see what's going on. So basically everything inside of this green circle will then be on my token. So that looks good. I look heroic. So then what we'll do is you'll click your circle, your little hole punch, and then shift click for your entire thing. Oh, by the way, I am actually doing this on Windows if it wasn't obvious. So clicking everything, you'll go up to objects. And I know this is going to be really, really silly. You'll go to objects. Then, oh, where'd it go? Objects, then clip, then set. And it pops up just like that. And now, like I said, punched a little hole through it. Then all you got to do is center it with the page. Oh, see, now it's all the way at the bottom. So we'll bring that one all the way to the top. And then we have your little token. Now you could, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this. This is like very rudimentary. Like you can tell that there's like a little shine to this, and it looks more rounded, and this is far more flat. This is very rudimentary, very simplistic. To be honest, what I do is I actually cheat and I do this with mine. But I wanted to show off what you could do if you want to do your own, and you wanted to actually color code your different things. Well, let's not do white. That's silly. But if purple, reds, if you wanted to color code your tokens. And I will put up I'll put up an image and stuff and screenshots of where you click. But basically, then you will go, if I can see where it is. So in File, you'll go down to Export PNG Image. For me, it comes down into being it's a shortcut thing. As you build it up, these are actually very nice to have. But you'll go into Export As, and that's just choosing where you want it to go. Put it to the home page. One little trick, and this happens all the time, you'll notice up here the button clicked is for drawing. You're gonna want this on page. The page is talking about this, everything inside your little workspace square. The drawing is it's all of this. It's everything you've got spread out. Selection is like the one specific thing you have clicked, like right there I clicked and it swapped over to selection. If you export the image and it's on drawing like this, it will make a PNG file of just these 3 circles. So you'll just want to make sure, push page. I do it like every 6th time. It's the stupidest thing. And then, yeah, click the export button. And then boom, you have a token. It looks all good. And you can actually you can upload it into Roll20 or whatever other type of, online type token system you're working on. Even if you're actually playing at home, but you're using like a TV or something, and you can play that way. But I found that this is just very helpful. And when I had to show Ted a quick rundown, I'm like, oh, this would actually make a really good video to show off how you actually do this. So I hope this was some sort of help for some people. Apologize for my OBS being super weird and not showing my drop-down menus. I'll have to take screenshots for those things. The only real thing would be is when you're doing the actual clipping. So basically the reasoning being is why you always keep an extra one is you notice that my green circle disappeared when it became this. So I don't have to keep remaking the circle. I always keep a spare. But yeah. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Remember to check us out on Twitter. My Twitters will be down at the bottom. You can check us out on Facebook. We have a coffee account. If you wanted to send us money, you don't have to. What would be great is you guys liking, commenting, sharing this video, and yeah. So we'll leave it off on this glorious picture of me in my, I want to say, it was a while ago, mid-20s, I want to say. Back when I did some LARPing, and my beard was much more a baby beard. Such a little baby beard. So, until next time.